The concreters have just left for the day. So the concreters have just left for the day. They've got the boxing in, they've levelled the ground, they've done the foundations, got most of the steel in. There's a small section at the back they couldn't get done. They just ran out of steel, and the chairs have to go in. It's looking good. One of the things we weren't expecting and didn't really want was to have a cut at the side of the shed. I'll take you around and show you in a sec. And a slight bit of fill at the back corner as well. So by looking at it, it didn't look like that much of a drop in the ground. Even the concreter said he was surprised, but it worked out about 600mm drop overall from one corner to the other. So we just had to do a bit of cut one end, fill on the other, but it should be all right at the end. I'll just have to put a small retaining wall in. So I'll take you around and show you what they've done. Okay, so here's where you had to do the cut. So you can see there how much they had to cut out. So just under 400mm they've cut out there, about 350mm. So what I'll do is over here I'll put probably 2 sleepers, high retaining wall, and just around the front, and then it'll go down to about 1 sleeper about halfway down the shed, just before halfway, and continue around. What I'll probably do is put a concrete path around the side and the front. All this water here is just groundwater. There was no water sitting on the ground. All this water you see here and in the foundation holes has all seeped out of the ground. So we're hoping, there's not meant to be any rain for the next few days. Hoping this dries out a little bit. I don't like our chances, but we'll see how we go. So I'll dig out a little bit more here, a bit wider, and make this about 1 metre, maybe just under about 800mm wide. So I'll just have a look. That will take it to about here. So I'll take out about another 150, 200mm and put a wall along this side. It's 9.5 metres wide by 10.5 metres long. The reason I went for that size is that's the maximum I could get without having to get a planning permit. Out the back here is where the rainwater tanks will go. So we're going to start off with getting one. It's just over 108,000 litre water tank. So it's just over 8 metre diameter. That'll go out the back here. So it will be a bit of a step down. And across the back of the shed, I'm just going to do a gravel path at the back. It's going to be very little use. So I'll build that up, and then I'll drop down about 200mm. And that'll be the area that I do for the rainwater tank, and that'll be levelled out and crusher dust put on top of that. So that'll be the back of the shed. So this is here where you can see where they had to build up on this corner. I don't know if you can really see how much it was built up. This one down here is pretty dry, and it actually needs to be dug out a little bit. You can see the water seeping into the piers. They've all got water in them. Let's just see how we go with the water. They'll need to drain them before they concrete. This is back around the front. So there's a bit of a fall on the ground, so we'll have concrete pad coming out the front. We'll do it later. But there we've got one roller door, 3 metre wide roller door going along the front here, and there'll be a PA door at the side. So a side access and then the roller door at the front. So we will do a bit of a concrete pad coming out, and then the path going around that side of the roller door and then down the side of the shed. So the path will continue along this side and then around to the PA door, and we'll end just after the PA door. So I'm going to put drainage in around the sides and around the front, get the water away from the shed from the runoff. Beautiful day today. Rain's clear, we've still got a few clouds, but the rain's cleared. Animals are happy, out in the sun, laying around, chewing their cud. It's alright having a lay down again. So I'll have the inspector out here hopefully in about 3 days' time. So it's Saturday now, so he won't come out Sunday. Concreters have to come back and do a couple of finishing off things, the bit of steel that I mentioned earlier, and put the chairs under. and then the inspector or the surveyor will hopefully be here on Monday afternoon or Tuesday just to have a look, and we can concrete Wednesday. And then I think it's meant to start raining again from Thursday, so it might work out well for us. I just hope the rain holds off, so we'll see how we go. Okay guys, that's it for today. So excited to get this part going. This is the first piece of construction that we've got going on the farm, so it's exciting to finally get this stuff started. Hopefully we'll get the tick from the surveyor and we can get the concrete laid, and then I'll let it sit for a few weeks before I'll start the shed, and then it'll all be happening. And I won't start the house slab until the ground dries out a little bit. It's just too wet. And you saw the groundwater there, that's only 450 mil deep. If I've got to dig down 900 for electrical cables and plumbing, it's just going to fill up with water. So we'll let the ground dry out a bit before we start that, which is a bit painful, but it gives me time to start on the shed and get that built while we're waiting for that to dry out. Thanks a lot guys, see you later.
Thanks for watching today's video. Please share, like, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you again next time with 20 Acres to Home.